Long before Jordans ruled the court, before Kanye made sneakers political, before people lined up overnight to spend $600 on something they'd never wear in the rain, humans were just trying to not step on sharp things. The first shoes were basically leftover animal bits tied to your feet. Imagine trying to invent footwear with no tools, no Google, and no idea what a sock is. These early shoes didn't come in left or right, didn't have soles, and definitely weren't sneakerhead approved. If your foot didn't freeze off during a mammoth hunt, that was a flex. Over time, humans evolved, and so did our shoes. Egyptian sandals, Roman strappy things, Chinese silk slippers, you name it. Fashion met function and then got carried away. In the Middle Ages, we got shoes with pointy toes so long they could double as weapons. Not practical, but hey, style has always hurt. Then came the wooden clogs, the powdered wigs, the buckled boots, until finally someone said, hey, what if we made shoes that actually feel good to wear? And that, friends, is where the real revolution begins. Right around the time someone had the brilliant idea to put rubber on the bottom. But that's a story for the next chapter. From squirrel skins to science, this is the wild, wobbly walk that led us to the sneaker revolution. From thread to tread, this tale twists through fashion's fickle fabric, where artistry meets agility. The path of innovation was paved with experimentations, from handcrafted loops to high-tech fabrics infused with purpose. This journey was marked not only by the quest for comfort, but also by the drive to make a statement. Collaboration surged with every step, merging street culture, high fashion, and athletic performance into an electrifying collage. Suddenly, the sneaker was no longer just footwear. It became a canvas, each pair telling stories of identity and inspiration, from urban landscapes to runway showcases. As we lace up for the future, we find sustainability stitching its way into the narrative. Eco-friendly materials and ethical manufacturing practices are reshaping the industry, proving that style and responsibility can coexist. The revolution continues, with every sneaker sparking a new conversation, inviting us all to take part in this ever-evolving journey. The birth of sneakers, the 1910s, 1920s. In the early 20th century, sneakers began their humble journey as rubber-soled plimsolls, originally designed for athletic training and leisure. They had simple canvas uppers, no left or right foot distinction, and were primarily worn by the elite during casual outdoor activities. The Keds brand, introduced in 1916, was among the first to mass-produce this new type of casual footwear. The rise of athletics, 1930s, 1940s. By the 1930s and 40s, sneakers evolved into athletic essentials. Brands like Converse introduced the Chuck Taylor All-Stars, revolutionizing basketball footwear with higher ankle support and better grip. These sneakers became symbols of performance and team identity, even gaining popularity among soldiers during World War II. Post-war boom, 1950s. The 1950s marked the cultural explosion of sneakers. With rock and roll rising and teens embracing rebellion, sneakers became a symbol of youth. Converse dominated courts, but now they were seen in classrooms and city streets. Sneakers shifted from utility to identity. Innovation and expansion, 1960s, 1970s. The 60s and 70s introduced experimentation. Adidas and Puma broke ground in running and track with lighter materials and performance-focused designs. The Olympics became sneaker showcases. Nike entered the scene in 1971 with the iconic waffle sole, forever changing athletic footwear. Sneaker goes pop, 1980s. The 1980s were explosive. Enter the Air Jordan 1. Michael Jordan turned a basketball shoe into a cultural revolution. Sneakers became fashion, collectibles, and statements. Brands collaborated with athletes and pop stars. The line between sportswear and streetwear began to blur. Streetwear and subcultures, 1990s. Sneakers took over the streets in the 90s. Hip-hop, skateboarding, and graffiti culture adopted bold silhouettes like Nike Air Max, Reebok pumps, and Vans. Each sneaker told a story, worn like armor in battles of expression. Collaborations exploded. Sneakers became personal. The tech era, 2000s. With the 2000s came a tech-driven sneaker boom. Brands raced to innovate. Nike's Shock system, Adidas's Boost technology, and sneaker cushioning that felt like walking on air. The era was futuristic, metallics, gels, shocks, and design met performance at full speed. Hype and hypebeasts, 2010s. In the 2010s, sneakers became currency. Drops were limited, lines were long, and resale exploded. Yeezys by Kanye West redefined hype. Collabs with artists, luxury brands, and designers blurred the lines between streetwear and high fashion. The sneaker game became global and digital. Sustainable and smart, 2020s till today. Today, sneakers are smarter and greener. Brands like Allbirds and Nike are crafting shoes from recycled plastics and plant-based materials. Self-lacing shoes and app-connected soles are no longer sci-fi. Sneakers now stand at the intersection of sustainability, tech, and fashion-forward thinking. The future of sneakers beyond 2025. What's next? The sneaker of tomorrow will be personalized, printed, and probably digital. Augmented reality fittings, NFTs, and virtual sneakers already exist. The sneaker is no longer just something we wear. It's how we express, connect, and evolve. Final line. From canvas to code, from courts to the metaverse, sneakers have walked us through culture, sport, rebellion, and the future. And this journey? It's just getting started.